Hello everybody, welcome to This Land Is My Land. So, I don't know quite what happened with this. It seems that while I was playing for a recording series, it kind of got a patch that nerfed the difficulty and made it easier, so I'm going to start a new resistance for 2022. And, yeah. Built around immersion, you'll experience numerous survival mechanics like realistic damage needs and deep darker nights, improved enemy behaviours and more. That's what I'm going to go for. Tutorial and tips? Yeah, sure, why not? Because I'm still relatively a rookie at this. However, I don't know how this is going to go. I might try something a little bit more invasively involved. I might try and play it safe. I don't know. I haven't put much thought into this. It's not something I've, well, not something I planned on, really. But hey, here we are. Ah, yes, the Great Warrior named, and then you can put your name for this one. Let's have a think, shall we? Name is your lineage in great power and great demands. This I'm not sure of. I had forgotten you needed to do this. It would help if I could spell. There you go, because it's a new year and it's the stream file. Otter is +3 warriors, a wolf is plus 1,245 SP and 80 health, 10 weight and 80 health for an 88 health for an eagle, 24 stamina, 64 health, a deer, 110 health, minus a warrior, woodpecker, 2 warriors minus health, warriors extra gathering passive, minus 21 weight, bear, enemy detection active, minus 146 health. Extra warrior gathering, snake, maxed out skinning, owl, improved intimidation, passive, 14,000 SP and 184 stamina down. I think I'm going to go with a plus health to minus warrior, go with a deer. It's camp located quite far from the frontier. He prefers to grow his strength before entering an open warfare. Rather close to the frontier, he understands the danger, but brave warrior knows what to do. Right inside B nest, he isn't running from any danger, even from death. I'm going to go with a normal start, so that I've got a bit of time to gain and gauge, because starting out slow when you gain and gather resources is kind of how this game works. So this is where you break out your warriors from the train and essentially start the game. Now I don't know where the hell we're going to start. I don't know what the map's going to look like. I don't know what resources are going to be around. I don't know where the enemy settlements are going to be. I don't know if they're going to be breathing down my neck at the beginning. I don't know anything. Our escape was quite rushed. I had to leave without a weapon. Good thing I found some wood along the roadside. Now I have all I need to craft a wooden bow and wooden arrow. How long has it been since I've been crafting on my own? So, where am I? It appears I am near a river. My camp is rather secluded. This is a good start. What? The trees just disappeared. Okay, I guess that's world bloom. Sure. Wooden bow, wooden arrow. Do I actually start with the gear that I need? I do. Never used to do this. This must be a change they've implemented to make you allow to craft your gear that you need. Wooden bow. Create objective. Craft. I have a wooden bow, which gives you SP for building, and wooden arrows, in which I need to create basics. There's a small amount of arrows. It will not be enough to start a proper resistance. I need more. I need to look for wood. Movement tutorial. Yes, I don't need that. Now I just need to go around looking for wood, of which it highlights the supply around me. So I can use this to gather wood because it'll tell me what I'm basically looking for. I'm sorry, is this an invisible wall of some kind? Okay. That's what it's sending me to. Yeah, so wood in this game is rather well hidden, and you need to be rather specific about where you aim for it. However, wood can be rather useful. You can only save the game when you're in a safe location. Include friendly camps, campfires at outposts, or a location significantly distant from an enemy, human, or animal. Exiting the game without a successful save might result in a loss of any progress. Since your last save, you'll receive a warning if you attempt to do this in an unsafe location. So venturing out from your camp is deemed unsafe. Wood can be gathered from young trees. I quite like where I've started. I think it's rather secluded. It's in a hilly area, making it difficult to attack. The only downside is, of course, we're on the low ground, not the high. Best way to find wood is often to look at the ground level across, because then it'll highlight any outcrops or growth. Rutmist has sent a group to gather wood. I guess Rutmist is the town I'm up against in the main. There's always a big enough town to startle your thriving economy. I'm joking, of course. My economy right now could not be deader, and I have a rather weak bow. That's a death camas. No, it's black cohosh root. Give me that. That's good stuff. D-pad up to open usable items. Black cohosh root. Slightly alleviates hunger and treats stomachache. Also reduces stamina. I'm not going to eat that though, as you would understand. I don't need to. And any resource you can find early game is a useful resource to keep a hold of. I've managed to come back to camp somehow. I must cross the river. Drink water, collect water. I don't have anything to collect the water, and it is clean, so I can use it to usefully gain clean water supplies. Oh hell, this place is a bit devoid of wood. Where am I? Neutral camp at Grand Way. There's a lot of like enemy settlements all around us. This could be an exciting resistance to take on. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. Would help if I could find the wood that I need. That should do it. Yeah, I know. It's not efficient to gather all these resources on my own, especially if I wish to build new camps and expand my territory. Be a good idea to send some warriors to gather flax. Send your warriors to gather flax. So, this is where it gets a little bit more entertaining, because you can select your camps from this screen. As long as they're upgraded, they can be sent out to do various things. Mainly gathering. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to send out 3 warriors. I'm going to tell them they can take horses. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to tell them they have to do it on foot. And they are to gather flax, because flax is useful. Send them out. They don't have weapons. So, while my warriors are gathering the most important resource, at least for now, I can spend time setting up and crafting and gathering orders for my warriors to work on later. There are many important things to do, but without resources we won't be able to continue our resistance. Add a camp inventory order. So, it is order, loot and burn cleared nearby enemy camps. No. Add an order. Wooden arrow. No. I don't know what order I need to set up. However, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an order to build up like 50 arrows or 100 arrows. I lost my horse a long time ago. It seems that I need to find another new partner for the long journey ahead. Any of these tamed horse can be mine. Which one shall I choose? So this is where I need to head back to camp, wherever it is from here. Because I've travelled quite a distance from home. Yeah, so camp is over this way. 200 meters? Bloody hell, I really did go far just to find wood for some arrows, didn't I? Now, I'm not going to be using a bow that much, because they're generally terrible. I mean, the arrows I've got are basically sharpened sticks. So, not something I'll be sticking to as religiously as that. Let's get a quick drink while I'm here, if I may. Over drink. Right, so over drinking I don't think has much of a negative effect on your stats, so it should be fine. I think this one's mine. So you can change the coat of the horse to whatever you wish. Hair. Saddle. Yeah, that works. Paint. I'm just going to leave it without paint, I think. And enter the horse's name. Improved speed. Chief, the bastards who jailed me broke up and burned my old camp. It lies just a short distance from here. My camp loot was hidden well. I doubt that they found it. You must go and look for it. I collected a lot of useful items. Sounds interesting. I will go there. Now this is just a kind of starter cache to get you up and running. Because you do, you know, believe it or not, you do need it. Now this horse is a rather quick one. I like this horse being fast. However, it may be a bit too fast for me. Handling it is surprisingly a challenge, but it does fairly chew up the miles. Outposts. Yep, I know. I should have just turned these off, because if they're going to stop gameplay, that's going to annoy me a bit more than I would have gained from it. However, using outposts can always be useful, because they are basically just small, one-man little hidey holes in the wild. Which I've just passed one, which is there. So, just out of curiosity then, I have to go up to the Torpen at the top here, and then Malaxing, Nanimis. Yeah, I'm just going to keep heading this way. If I come across anybody, I'm pretty much screwed because, well, you know, I've got a bow with sticks. However, seeing these, it being that I'm not exactly a rookie, I know a little bit about what I'm looking for, and this stuff, being buckbrush and flax, is kind of an important early game item. So let's gather up as much of it as I can. I also found a bit of wood, which I didn't intend on, which is fan-damtastic. I've started a lot closer to a forest than I did in my last, so that's good. Is that fireweed? Yes, it is. What's this? Brown mushrooms. I've never seen mushrooms in this game, so it's interesting to see what they actually look like now. Right, horse is over here. Let's get the horse saddlebag open. Should be empty, because I've just, you know, put these in here, put these in here. I think is it shift click to do it all? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. And put the black cohorse root in there as well. So that's all just resources that I can use. I'm not overly fussed about only having 5 arrows. That's not a major concern of mine right now, because having a little bit of ammo isn't really a massive issue for me. There's going to be plenty of opportunity to get bigger and better equipment, and let's face it, a wooden bow, which is a basic bitch item, isn't going to be lasting me very long anyway. Then again, I say that, if I get shot and I'm unlucky enough to die, then I'm going to lose out on a lot more than just the tiny amount of gubbins that I have. Because early game, if you get wounded, probably not going to last very long. So let's go have some fun in finding this camp. I should probably tell my boy here to keep this handy so I can whistle for my horse when needed. Because to be honest, I prefer exploring on foot when I'm in a deep herbal area, and I can get plenty of resources. So the flax is used for that. Fireweed, I don't know what it's used for. I just know that I'm not used to finding much, so taking all of the fireweed that I can find, probably going to be a benefit more long term. That was some wood I could have nabbed somewhere or other. I don't know. Well, one way or another. Freaking ball. I don't have my bloody thing equipped. My bow. Hey there, little friend. Wow, hey! Ow! Friggin' balls! Really, I'm getting attacked by boar and I don't have the gubbins to fight back. The hell with them, they ain't hurt me too badly. I'm still able to breathe and I'm not bleeding or anything. That wasn't what I needed for a start. Just ride on past them. They won't get hostile if you do. Be careful. I don't need to cause a bit of an issue. Alright, here we are. Damn, this massacre is the work of Geoffrey Fouche's gang. It's in the 6th style. I need to interrogate Geoffrey Fouche and learn who the bastard sent him. I last saw him at Fort Gardown. I need to go there and get the bastard's name. Loot the camp. Bush hideouts, take them both. Fireweed decoctions. They're fucking chasing me, aren't they? Bloody hell. Can't take those. Fucking boar. Get the hell out of here, son. Sinew, meat. Hey, at least the meat's here now. I can actually, like, you know, heal myself up and all that. Sinew-backed bow. Okay, well, take the patchwork buckbrush, take the pearly everlasting, take the agave tea, the prickly pear paste, sumac tea, gunpowder bombs. And that's it. I'm overloaded and therefore can barely move because everything that was in that camp overloaded my character. Interrogate bastard. That's a bit of an interesting objective. Anywho, let's just... Can this sinew-backed boy use arrows, stun arrows, wooden arrows? No. So I can effectively then put all of these in there, medium arrows as well. The sound trap, the spike traps, the bush, the gunpowder. Meat, on the other hand, I can actually eat. Sinew, I don't need because they're crafting materials. Flax, wood. All of this is just going to go back to base. There's not really that much I can do with it. I'm going to go with some meat. It's fresh boar. It should keep me going for a little while. So, Fort Gardown. That's not good. That fort's a long way from me. Charlotte Forest Camp, and then Fort Gardown. Well-protected settlement. Right, let's return home with the gubbins we have, because, you know, dying with all this on me would be bad, because then I'd lose everything. Screw you, boar. Don't make me come back and kill you now. I've already shot you with a few arrows. I don't want to kill you off. I've never been attacked by animals in this game thus far until now, and that just annoyed me off the bat. Just because they're pesky. They've caused a minimal amount of damage, sure. I'm not going to die as a result, although that was a bloody risk I wasn't willing to take. This horse is furiously quick, but is also brittle as well. So that's something I need to watch out for. I'm just glad that I didn't get a puncture wound or something, otherwise I'd be in quite a bad way. Because if that inflicted bleeding or anything, then I would be utterly screwed. Be careful. Welcome back to camp. Plenty of gear to put back in here. Though I'm probably going to need to take it out of my horse's saddlebags first, aren't I? Saddlebag, 43.4. Empty. Extremely heavy. But I will get it back to camp nonetheless. Loot empty. Right, sinew-backed bow, put away. Arrows, put them all away. Put them all away, put them all away. I don't even have arrows for that, so I guess that's pretty much it. Just putting all of that in there. And then, well, just working on hydration, I suppose, is the next best option, isn't it, really? Over drinking. Eating raw meat just takes away all of your stamina. But it's fine, it's only stamina, it'll come back. It's the health I'm more worried about. So I've got no means of self-defense now. It's the middle of the night and I have a kilometre to travel. Weird to see there's a sleeping buffalo there. I'm overfed and overdrank. It's fine, that'll wear off as I travel. Now I would say that having an arrow or two here and a bow would be helpful. But alas, that's not what I'm here for. Longer and darker nights, huh? Well, I've been travelling a while now. This trail. Fox pelts, cider, sausages, and honey. I can live with that, because fox pelts, well, not exactly valuable. Sausages, valuable. Honey, valuable. Cider, don't think I'll need cider, but the glass bottles could be useful. Though I will need an alcohol remedy if I intend on emptying them. What be this? Another boar for an issue? Ha. Worthlessness. I won't even fight it. I have a task to complete. And when you have a mission to do, you do it. Let's go. Entering the Charlotte Forest camp area. That's a hell of a forest camp. Hey, wood. Give me it. Interrogation. Yep. Interrogation. When you're up close, you can press Y to grab them. Are you fucking kidding me? Piss off, Paul. Are you actually joking? Ow! Ah, my leg. Fuck. I'm bleeding. I'm very lightly bleeding, but I can't see where my horse is. I'm blind now, because I can't... It's torn my leg. Little fucker. What do I need to do with this? I can't open the medical menu either. It's now broken. Okay, well, guess I gotta do this now. Right, graphics controls. Gamepad is connected. Gamepad. Fucking hell can I do to map this to a medical thing? I need a medical tab out of this one, but I can't get one. Can you fucking not piss me off, sir? If I end up dying because I can't access the medical tab to treat myself, I'll be pissed off, because the game worked fine before the update with this shit. Do not tempt me. Mainly, the one thing that gets me with it now is you can't mix and match like you used to be able to. So I used to be able to just, oh look, I don't have binding for that. I'll just swap and then press M for medical on my keyboard. See, now I'm on the frickin' keyboard, but now it won't. Right, there we go. Festering wound. Don't have anything that can treat the festering wound at the moment. Horse, here, now. I've got a festering wound I need to be able to treat. Failing that, I will die and the game will be over. Because boars are a pain in the arse and ruin your life because they like to give chase. Chasing me over a bloody quarter of a mile, about 400 meters-ish, was not fun. I can treat the festering wound. But I need to be able to do it quick. Ow. I have a festering wound on my leg that I need to be able to sort out now, otherwise it can become infected and then I'm dealing with a greater problem. This game has an aversion to forward travel. I pushed forwards and then it was like, oh, it hasn't turned me, so right. Dip off. Don't tell me that's healed up now. I've returned to camp. It has, yes. God damn it. Right. Fine. Give me a bow. Give me the bow. Put the flax away. Get me a tiny bit of wood if you would, please. Thanks, pal. Right. Crafting time. Craft. Wooden arrows. Craft. Quiver of wooden arrows. I have quite a good percentage of land here. Traps, meals, dried fish meat. I need wood to create smoked meat, which is a decent healer. Right, a festering wound healed up over time, didn't become infected. I got quite lucky on that. So, I'm going to take the fox pelts, take the sausages, take the cider, and I'm going to offload this here. Because generally, drinking alcohol is a bad idea, because it makes you ill. And carrying fox pelts is unnecessary when I can drop them off at home and vomit. I've got an infection, don't I? I have an infection, actually. Please stand up and then check yourself. Vomiting. I have an infection. Flax isn't useful. Mild thirst relief. Shock. I don't know if I've got anything that helps with this. I don't believe I do. I'm not feeling well at the moment, am I? I could rest through the night, but I did want to try and actually fight. It's not exactly ideal. Maybe it was because I ate this that I'm ill? I don't know. Why is the social tab grayed out? Is that because I'm in offline mode? Possibly. No, there you go. Now it works. I was going to say, it works even in offline mode, doesn't it? Really? Surprising that you get to this point. Yes, for those of you who don't know, this game tracks almost everything you do, including kills with every single weapon, including one that I can't get because I didn't get the Founders Edition, because why would I pay to get, SP drops every day for free? That seems like a bit of a cheap one. The number of intimidations you do, which is a peaceable resolution to fighting against people. Trading tokens gained, all time 0. Trading tokens spent, and current trading tokens. Realistic damage. I've caused light bleeding with arrows before. So this carries over all of your playthroughs, just for the record. Obviously, this playthrough is brand new, and all I've done is kill a boar. However, I would say that I'm not exactly against getting my hands dirty. I've killed 19 people, sure. But, kills by bow? 1? Really? Ah, right, because of the ball. Surprise, surprise. Kills by pistol, probably about 4. 3. Kills by rifle, this is where the most of my bloodshed comes from. And, of course, well, individual weapons, I believe. I shot one person dead with a 50 caliber musket. Either way, hopefully that amount of time has given me time to recover. It hasn't. Vomiting. Unknown cause for vomiting. I don't know if I should go out with this being an issue that I'm facing, but I don't feel like I have much of a choice. Are you all just stood around and doing nothing? Are you guys really doing nothing here? Give me this settlement. Add order. 5 out of 100. Gather. 1 warrior to gather. I can't send them. Oh, yes I can, because it's literally a 1-to-1. Gather. You know what, I'd really appreciate if you could gather buckbrush, but you can't, can you? Firewood leaf, flax, stone, sumac leaf, white mushroom, wood. Please go and gather wood. I know that I'm not leaving anyone to defend the settlement, but hey, we need resources. Go get them. I'm going to head back out now, despite my wounds. I'll be battling an infection, probably. Note to self, always carry a bow with wooden arrows. It's a pain to have to do, but it is what it is. I still can't believe I got a festering wound and an infection. At least I assume it's an infection. The medical knowledge of my chief isn't good enough to know exactly. However, I have a plan. Tactics only a gorilla would use. What? What was this? Ah, the outpost. Yes, of course. Light the campfire. Gives me a bit of a safety net through the night. Please be careful. Increased speed on a horse isn't a good thing. You want a tanky horse, not a speedy horse. Then again, considering this thing can apparently Skyrim, maybe speed ain't so bad. Be bloody careful. Bleh. Hey, at least I'm in the bushes. First human contact.
Don't kill me. I'll talk. Just don't hurt me. I'll tell you where he's hiding. Please take
Ding, ding, ding. Out you go. Intimidation. I know how to do intimidation. However, that's not what I'm about. Ooh, he had good money on him. Give me the 16 caliber shells, or 16 gauge. Right. Jean-Sébastien Delaunay. Well, my boy, you're being intimidated. Because this is the peaceful way to remove settlers from zones. Now, I'm taking this camp over. Whether I decide to burn it or not, I don't know. But, consider this. He is now high as a kite on some hallucinogenic drugs. He's going to run into the wild and probably die, but he's going to be away from me. I also now have a shotgun, which, truth be told, could be a potential lifesaver. So, loaded. Never rule out violence. Ooh, weapon blueprint. Smith & Russell pistol, pattern 1. Stag's pelt. Shovel. Staghorn. Fireweed shoot. An axe blade. Fever syrup. Gin. Machine oil. Fermented fish. I've got some good stuff here. Leather, rum, oiler, firewood, black cohosh. Take the rope and the money.
Okay, don't kill me. Please, stop. Hey, no, no, I'll talk. Please, enough.
Huh.
Don't kill
Not
me.
ideal.
Please, please don't kill me. Wait, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. No, he's hiding.
Shush. Tomato. Close enough to a friendly camper outpost, you're allowed to travel to it. Yes, yes. Oh, no, not again. Well, it's fine. I only vomited on him. We're good. Stand up. Loot. Bread. Dimes. Gun bullets. Shotgun. Take. You are overloaded. Woo, I'm overloaded. Drop the shotgun. Still overloaded, huh? Well, it's fine. Just intimidate these two with incense. That makes them go insane. Find a way to cool down what I'm carrying a bit. See, getting rid of these 3 settlers out of this building is at least weakening this camp. I don't know if I'll be weakening the fort, but the camp at least is going. What have we got in here? Oh, a medium border bag. I feel like I kind of have to take that because it's thirst quenching and that helps me. What am I carrying here that's overloading me? Fever syrup. Border bag. My weight is still not good. This is a faster way of moving whilst over encumbered because every game has this stupid stuff. Well, once I get back to my horse, it's taking the shovel because the shovel can be used for good stuff. Wait, I'm not over encumbered anymore? Ah, handy. Right. Saddlebag. Shift over the bread. Shift over the fever syrup. Shift over the tobacco, the tomato, the sinew, the stag's horn, the stag pelts, the leather, the shovel, and the border bag, and the rope. And then the rest I can carry myself. Right, let's get back in here, because I think it's dawning now.
Hey, please.
Gotcha.
Stop. Don't kill me. Wait, I'll talk. Please stop.
Shush. Smoked meat. Take the dimes, take the gun bullet, take the shotgun, take the bullets, and intimidate the man quickly before his kin wake up for the day. I can toss the shotgun because it's still a piece of crap shotgun, but everything else, including unloading the gun, is useful to me.
I saw him.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll tell you anything you want to know. Hey, no, please, I'll tell you.
Location of Fort McClellan are now known. Stay down. Ooh! A mini shotgun. Give me that shit right now. You have a lot of dimes and a lot of gun bullets. Good lad. Oh god.
They're
Ow.
here. There's an
Fuck you, bro.
Cover me. I'm reloading. I need to reload.
Night night. Well, that was a thing. Not a very good thing.
Guys,
Didn't want to do that. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. They've really badly hurt me, and I'm still not seriously wounded after a couple of gun bullets. Whatever they've done to change this, it's making life a lot easier for me. Wait, this gun isn't even loaded? Unload the damn thing and just toss it. It's not a worthwhile gun to have.
guys, they're here.
What the fuck? Whoa. Didn't realise there was still one of you. Or more of you, in fact.
I need to reload. I'm reloading. You see him? I don't see him. Here they are. Enemy is there.
Whoa, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, over there. I need to reload. Hey, do you see anything? There's an enemy! I thought I saw him for a second.
Holy crap. Okay. Well, a Westford. Take all the ammo you can carry. Take the tomato. This was a lot more bloody than I would have liked, because now everywhere's going to be like, well, you just prefer to solve your problems with violence instead of, you know, doing stuff properly. Yeah, I'm not going to be overly popular with the rest of them. But oh well. It's what has to happen. At the end of the day, this is a blood-soaked conflict in the making. Axe blade, lantern, red dot, mushroom cap. So I'm badly hurt. I need to find a way to restore my health. 175 minus 40 max health. I think that would kill me. Black cohosh root is slightly alleviating hunger. That's not useful to me at all. Can I summon my horse down here? Attacking this place probably wasn't the best. Gunpowder bags, 75 caliber load, bowling pan, red fish meat, buckbrush, rope. Buckbrush leaf gives health. So does a fireweed leaf, actually. Horse! Horse! Why are you over there, damn it, come here. You're not too bright. Come on. Hey now. Hey now. Ah, you're stuck. Fantastic. At least I can still do this. Right. Just... smoked meat. Distilled water's quite heavy. The water bag, the fish meat. Flax, the rope, the wood, the flax. Everything needs to go in here. Pretty much everything this horse can carry needs to go in here. And the dimes, because, you know, money is money and dimes are kind of important. Now, I'm going to eat a couple of things. Huzzah! I've managed to eat a few leaves that have given me a bit of health. It's now the middle of the day and this place is abandoned. There could still be plenty of useful things around. Look at that, a canteen. British flint. Gun bullet, buckbrush berry. Take the buckbrush berry. Take the 40 caliber load. Leave the leather. Leather's a trade good. I don't need trade goods. Steam engine. Bloody hell, this thing would go boom in a heartbeat. Empty crates. Nice horses. So the buckbrush berry then. That can be used to heal me up a bit. Well, ending this place in such a bloody fashion wasn't exactly on the cards for me, but hey, what happens, happens, right? I'm not overloaded. My horse might be once I put the stuff I need on it, but... well, yeah. Put the dimes in there. Put a canteen in there. Put another canteen in there. The border bag. Bag overloaded for the horse. Treats vomiting. Distilled water treats vomiting, huh? Didn't know that. Okay, well that's useful. Actually, hang on, before I do that, can I... first off, ride my horse away from the settlement. I'm going to give it one last look over, and then I'm going to burn it. Rum, white mushroom. Take. Black cohosh root. Don't need it. Loot this. Doctor's bag. Take that. Jason Spring. Black cohosh rhizome. Cloth. I'll need those. Buckbrush leaf. Rope. Dimes. I think that's all I'll need from this. Wait, I can loot this. Ooh! Hey! 20 gauge shell, 16 gauge shell, glass, stag pelt, meat, rope, dimes. Glass is pretty rare. So is a stag's pelt. There's plenty gubbins in this place. I mean, that's a decent gun. It's just a basic pistol. Yeah, because I came through here during the night and was one of the areas in which I fought, but I don't know, this place seems a little lackluster. Saxon Navy pistol, regular quality, 54 caliber load. Nothing here, I don't think. Stuff in here though. Stag's horn, 4.12, sinew, 0.20, meat. I mean, I'll just take the leather. Leather's a trade good, but, you know, trade goods do sell. That's why they're trade goods. Glue, British flint, staghorn. I don't think there's anything else I need to take from here. So I think now is, well, obviously the time to do what I need to do. It has to go up. When it does, no doubt the local fort will be a bit concerned about what's just happened. But where the settlement burns down, and the bodies are left behind, terror spreads. And hey, I didn't really want to kill those people. But what happens, happens. Can I get a marker put down here? Thanks. I'm going to return home with the spoils. And then, well, people should know what I'm going to do after that. Death's embrace awaits those who stand in my way. It's been fun burning a settlement down to the ground. Truth be told, I didn't think I'd survive. This game's become a lot easier and a lot more forgiving than the last time I played last year. Don't know if I like that or not. Hell, maybe I've just gotten lucky, who knows? One thing's for sure though, my health is low, and I am going to need a bit of time to recuperate before assaulting a fortress. But, it is what it is. Hey friend. The location of my camp in this area is absolutely amazing. Because it's quite well hidden. Like, really well secluded. You alright here, fellas? You don't seem to be doing much useful stuff, do you? Let's chuck a canteen and a border bag in here, the stag pelt. White mushroom, I don't know if I'm going to use that. Probably should. Rope, rope, and rope. Wood. Doctor's bag. Well, I mean, it's an immensely overpowered healing item, but do I need it is the question. The M1887 Cowboy. I might want to put the bullets all in here just to keep them, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll store all the bullets I've got. All of them. Except for these ones. I'll also unload and store the shotgun that I have. And the cloth that I've got. Oh, and the dimes, of course. You don't keep dimes on your person unless you're intending to trade, and I don't know of any people who are willing to trade with natives. So that's probably not a good idea for me. Right, let's empty it out. I may be overloaded, but I can still put stuff away. 32 caliber bullet, 75 caliber bullet. Right, that's staying with me. That's going on here. That's going in here. Bread stays on the horse. The canteen go in there. The fever syrup. All of the honey. The medium border bag stays on the horse. The red fish meat goes. The tobacco goes. The tomatoes go. The meat goes. The horns go. The pelts go. And of course the leather goes. Shovel stays on horse. The empty medium border bag, that gets put in here. And the 461 dimes that we have get put in here as well. 466 dimes in total. I need thousands of dimes to make a difference, that's the problem. Six shells. Well, if it works, it works. Now I just need to do a little bit of something different. Treatment. I need to learn these. Bandage with sumac. Light bleeding and fractures. Curly dock paste treats infection. Goldenrod paste treats light bleeding. Patch with agave. Patch with buckbrush. Peyote paste, prickly pear paste. Tight bandages. White mushroom paste, festering wounds. Learn these as well. Believe that used up all of my skill points that I have learned up to this point to become a master medical. Well, a master curative creationist anyway. Rifle accuracy and pistol accuracy slightly up. Earrings. There you go. .62 health. Nah, I'll stick with this. I think that's good enough. Events. Kill enemies with a coaliting 48 army in 45 minutes. Make deals with traders. Iron arrowheads and 350 trading tokens. Kill wolves. Disassemble weapons. Disassemble wagons, sorry. boars killed. It's given us some ammo, which isn't bad. Enemies with headshots. Splake trout soup. Burn settlements. 3000 SP, 750 trading tokens, and 5 campfires. Long-lasting campfires? Yep. What else we got here? Anything good? Stun enemies with a stone. Free warriors. That's a hell of a rifle. Destroy trains. Toxin arrows. Kill any enemies. A daily. Which gives you an oversized gunpowder charge which blows up railroads. And 1,500 trading tokens. That's not bad. Poisoned grocery. Poisoned food. Kills members of a camp when ate. Wound enemies in the testicles. That's a daily challenge. Treat heavy bleedings. Gives you a hell of a high quality musket and some bullets to load it. Patrols killed. Prisons burned. Burn enemy towns. Key. Jail key. Items crafted. Craft any items in a week to get a decent pistol. Burn 50 enemy settlements for a high quality sniper rifle, 50 bullets, and of course the usual 3,000 trading tokens in cash. Just deposited straight in. Accept a resettlement order. Gives you a mortar and grenades. War Coyote's Ash. Animals reaction chance, -1 second. Intimidation, 60% health after rest. I mean, I don't know what I can really work towards, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm certainly not exactly a nice person, am I? I've killed rather a few people already. 6 in this playthrough, 19 in previous. And I think I blew them all away with the same old shotgun, didn't I? And there's the bloody Palmer repeater model 1874. Items crafted, stealth, human kills, intimidations. I actually do quite well with intimidations. I think I'm on the higher up of the area and board. Anywho, now that time has passed and I still have a buckbrush leaf in my inventory. Chew on the buckbrush leaf. Chew on this. It's a mushroom. Just, it tries to heal me up at least a little bit. But and then, yeah, I think that's all I'll need. Let's get a move on. Now, fighting a fort isn't as easy as fighting an average settlement. On the note of trying. Unknown. What's wrong with me? Am I vomiting again? Am I vomiting here? Is that what's happening? Stomach ache. Whatever. It's probably from eating what I've eaten. Ooh, hello. Hello, friend. Cute deer. Kinda wanted to shoot it, but didn't get the stability I needed to land a good shot. Oh well. No concern. Animals aren't the enemy, humans are the enemy. And I will travel out now to find them. Ape. Please be careful. Come on, ride out. To be honest, there's nothing stopping us from just going into bloody Lackadin instead of wherever else I would go, because it's another deer. It's also running away like mad. Ooh, hello. Mushrooms. Brown shrooms. black cohosh root, and red dot mushrooms, which I'm assuming are probably dangerous. Brown mushrooms. So what have I got here then, eh? What do we have? Red dot mushrooms. Deathly. Slightly alleviates hunger, but also does damage. Use them. It does restore health, but at the cost of injury. Now let's head to the fort. I have great plans for this place. Forts are often a great source of items, weapons, other things of ill repute for the enemy and ill repute for you if you ain't careful with them. Okay. That was a weird pop-in. I'm guessing this is where the old... Yeah, this is where the camp was that I burned. Fairly became a forest quickly, didn't it? There's a couple of immersion breaking bugs in this game, but I still enjoy it. What other games let you do this kind of stuff? What does fireweed leaf give you? It actually does help you increase your health. Fort Gardown. They're logging it. It isn't built yet. I think my only hope is to come back at night. For now, I shall slip away into the darkness, gathering what little healing items I can find to keep myself going. This should do for a hole up for a while. Let's have a look at what I can craft here. Boosters. Brown mushroom infusion. I need brown mushrooms and fireweed. Death camas concoction. Poisoned groceries. Red dot infusion. Sorry, it's raining over us? Doesn't say that it should be. Get the horse up close. There's got to be something I can do here. Goods, leather, arrows. Flintlock pistol. Thompson cock, British flint and an oiler. Bows. War bow. Bear bows. Ash bow, glue. Curatives. Buckbrush tea. 55 max health. I could craft buckbrush tea to give myself good health and get myself back into it. Where's the nearest outpost? It is there. Honestly, that could be a worthwhile travel to. Yeah, come on, let's go. It's only a stomachache I'm suffering with, right? Flax. Buckbrush. Buckbrush. Flax. Black cohosh root. Red dot shrooms. I'll be back. Give it until nightfall. Then I could easily take them out. Always keep the horse within distance. Death caps. Pretty good secluded location. Light the campfire. Crafting. Let's get a buckbrush tea going, shall we? I gain SP for crafting buckbrush teas, and they'll be helpful in keeping me alive. Sure, it knocks back your bloody stamina a bit, but at least it gives you a good bit of healing. Fair enough, it's not the fastest healing in the world, but it's healing. And that's, you know, good. Considering that I got rather beat up in my little attack on the camp that I burned down. Even though it was just a logging camp there to support the thingy, it was definitely and most certainly not useful. Death caps. Slightly alleviates hunger. Can easily kill you because it reduces your max health by 50 and your health by 50. Yeah, it's not a good thing to eat. Can I use another one of these buckbrush teas? I mean, you know, it's not bad. It's helping us recover. It's helping us get back to my old self. Brown mushrooms. I'm a little bit tired. Black cohosh. Black cohosh root doesn't help me recover my health, does it? Right. I'm a little tired and slightly hungry. Do I have anything food-wise on me? Just these. Brown mushrooms. Brown mushroom infusion. If I can craft a brown mushroom infusion, which is probably a booster, it is. What do I need for it? A fireweed leaf. I need one more brown mushroom and a fireweed leaf. It's black cohosh. I don't need that, but I'll take it anyway. Head into the mountains. Never know what you'll find up here. Unknown condition. Stomachache. hell frickin' surprise. Stone? Sure, I'll take stone. And flint. Seems to be getting... pretty bad. Blood vomiting. Ah, yeah, that's always a fun one. The hell's making us vomit blood? What can I do to treat that? Not good. I am vomiting blood. Don't really have anything I can do to stop it. I am losing health, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that I need to return home, because shit ain't gonna go well if I don't. Because I'm slowly losing health. What made me vomit blood? What the hell could have made me vomit blood? Brown mushrooms? Very thirsty. I'm in trouble. very thirsty, slightly tired, and a little hungry. And I'm vomiting blood. Dehydration. That's deteriorated way quickly. That's blood, isn't it? Yeah. Vomiting blood. That's a pretty grim way to die. Get up. On the horse. Come on, let's get you home and get you medically treated. Out of the way, everyone, please. I have a bare minimum of time to get this done right. Doctor's bag, fracture, dirty puncture, festering wound. Oh no. Cider. Goldenrod paste, light bleeding, gunpowder charges, tomatoes, mild hunger relief, prickly pear paste, heavy bleeding. Fireweed decoction, take. I'm gonna have to just take a fireweed decoction to keep myself up. Because this will hopefully offset my death. Because I don't know what to do about my injuries. Blood vomiting, light stomachache. What disease causes you to vomit blood? Loot. Fever, syrup, doctor's bag, sausage canteen. Cider. Smoked meat. Is there anything that treats infections? Treatment. Curly dock paste, curly dock leaf, purple cornflower. I mean, I'm vomiting blood and I have a light stomachache. I'm gonna need to tell my warriors to do something. Hey lads, can I send you out to gather some stuff? I need you to gather something for me. Gather curly dock leaf. Go now. Warriors to gather purple cornflower. Go. Because I am not feeling well. I must rest and save. Interrogation can give you more than you expect. Can it? Like bleeding to death? Maybe I was attacked by a slow and insidious killer. Rut Meadow and Rut Mist is expanding its borders. Great. 2 towns. At least last time I only had to worry about Goxview. I don't like vomiting blood. It's horrible. Okay. Fireweed leaf. put it away. Just like all the flax, put it all away. Right, did you lads manage to do what I asked you to do and get me some gubbins? Agave, cholera. I have a feeling I'm gonna die. But I'm not gonna die without a fight, though. I have sausages to keep myself going in terms of hunger. Well rested. I'm still vomiting blood, though. Light stomachache, blood vomiting. Do I have anything that can help with this? Right, so, doctor's bag, border bag, cider. I'm just going to take a bottle of cider, and I'm going to neck it. Hopefully that should be able to get me sorted out and done, right? Because it's an antiseptic that I've just drank. So hopefully it'll solve the issue. A light stomach ache combined with vomiting blood. Wonder if it's safe to eat goldenrod paste. Prickly pear paste. Sumac tea. Take it. Take the agave tea. Take the prickly pear tea. And let's just have a look on my health menu as to what it recommends to take in order to get rid of this. Black cohosh root. Well, I can eat a black cohosh root in order to get rid of the stomachache, but the blood vomiting is going to be something that I think needs a bit more care and attention. I don't necessarily have anything that can spare me the fate of death by the horrendousness that is. But it is what it is, and well, death would be pretty bad. But I've managed to survive for quite a while, you know, vomiting blood. I'll keep a black cohosh root on me just in case I need it. I did miss the nightfall, which means I did miss the chance to attack an enemy in the north. I don't know why, but I'm feeling a head south may be potentially useful. Let's go. I'm vomiting blood. Hello, dear. This bugger's being evasive. He's evaded me. Hunting on horseback is the settler's game, not mine. I don't think I did much there. I don't believe that that ended well. I mean, I've still got enough ammunition. It's just... Hang on, could fish roe not help? Wooden bowl. That was an amazing shot. White fish meat. 2 white fish meat. Hunting fish with a bow. Who would have guessed I could pull that off? Use the white fish meat. Dead fresh fish. Truly, I think that could have just saved my ass. Because carrying those rations with me means that I'm not up shit's creek without a paddle. I am still vomiting blood, though. Hey, it's a stomachache now. Ow. Okay, so for a stomachache, what do I treat it with? I don't have anything which is a treatment for a stomachache. However, I've survived vomiting blood. I believe that I may be alright now. Careful. Yaha! Let's go! Come on, move! Gotta go and meet another tribe and find out what I can do to network myself with them. Also, gotta be slightly more careful about these landings. Having more speed does not help me. I find having more health did. Even though it was a completely useless perk, at least it didn't make me too fast. So, we're out here. Ooh, is that a bivouac or a farm? Lorenzo Farm. I will meet with my brethren. Hail, brothers. I've made it to your camp. You are friendly, yes? Hail, how are you? That'll be me. Will your camp join our fight? We will join as soon as you have 3 camps. Very well, then I shall tell my men to do something immediately about that. Because, you see, this is my camp's gear. We have, surprisingly, quite a bit of settlement stuff. Don't we? Fermented fish meat, smoked fireweed decoction. Where's rope? It's in here, I'm sure. Rope, 5. Does my horse carry rope with it? Did I forget to empty its saddlebags? Because I fear I may have. No, it's only got what it needs. I need more rope. But if that's what they wish to do... Tyson Forest Camp. The Tyson Forest Camp is not a place for settlers. I shall assault it with a shotgun. Whether I do it peacefully or not depends on the settlers.
Don't kill me. I'll help you. Oh, please, please. I'll tell you whatever you want. No, wait.
Knockout.
Not right here. I saw them. They're out there.
What? How? Art thou kidding me with the power of this thing being this weak? Huh? What? I got hit. Puncture. Ah! Oh my Christ, there's a lot more of them there than I thought.
Enemies here. I repeat, the enemy is
Ugh. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm punctured, actually. That's not that bad. Let's see. Use.
I gotta get down. Guys, they're here.
I'm gonna die.
Reloading.
And when I do, this resistance ends.
The enemy's there. I'm under fire.
That shotgun feels glitched to me. It should have done something. And it did nothing. It's just like, ah, yeah, whatever.
Show yourself. I know you're out there. Hey, see anything?
Remaining still isn't helping me. I'm going to fall soon. This looks like a nice place to die. What the hell? What else is there? Light bleeding. Ah. Well, I'm gonna die. So there's that. I can't stop the bleeding. I've got nothing on me to stop the bleeding. I can't help but feel I got gypped there. I got literally screwed. There we go. I dropped. And such is the end of this one. Because this isn't the end of a resistance as the game pitches it. But I'm going to set myself my own rules. That means this is over. Simple as that. Why do I say it's over? Because that was a generally shitty way to die, and I'm not happy with it at all. Firing 6 shotgun shells and then getting a typical, yeah, what was that? Oh, you shot me with paper. Yeah, that worked. So, yeah, that one can kindly just disappear. You need to actually do this. Goodbye. Well, until I come back to this next time for a new resistance, which may take me some time given the absolute horrendousness that happened with that. Yeah, we'll see you later. Ciao.